I'm Ashley.
And I'm Brooke.
And you're here with us on A Teachers Who Talk Crime
Podcast.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
How you doing?
Well.
Yeah.
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 Excuse the background. We're in construction right now.
Yeah.
At the Ham household.
Mm-hmm. Not the Ham household.
The Ham household. Yep. So, I thought it was going to be done by now, but now we can't put off recording anymore. So we're just going to record with all of my things in the background.
I mean, I feel like if you didn't say anything, like nobody would have really noticed, you know? To me, like I noticed just the little things in the corner next to your mic. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it, you know?
It's a lot.
Yeah. They can't see the lot, but I saw the lot and the lot was lotting.
Yeah. To my left is a lot.
Yeah.
And so it should all be done by Tuesday.
Okay.
That's the deadline that they are giving us. And then I will be able to get this organized and back to somewhat normalcy, maybe. But while I do that, this is going to force me to clean out my closet.
That's good.
So
that's real good. Because my friend Mia has been telling me, she's like, if you need me to help you spring clean. And it's like, here's the thing. If you spring clean my closet, there will be like no clothes in there.
Yeah. See, but here's the problem. I'm looking at a top right now. Okay.
Okay.
I think I may have worn this top once.
Okay.
And it's from my college days.
Okay.
I am a 31-year-old pregnant female wife, about to be mother.
Okay.
I've worn this top one time.
Okay.
Once. I don't know where I wore it. I wore it to Niffers. I went out to eat with Dalton. He's one of my really good friends. And I wore blue jean shorts with it, and I have never worn it again. So why?
What kind of shirt? Is it a tank top?
I was also 26 the last time I wore it. That's been 6 years ago. Why do I still have this top?
Oh, yeah, because it's probably like not fashion. It's not probably not in the fashion world, as they say.
Yeah, well,
I
don't know. But I mean, I can't play that game. I can't play that game. Well, I might. No, bitch, you won't. You won't. You won't.
Not Brooke cursing out here in these streets. She said, no, bitch, you won't.
You won't. And I need this side of me to stay here when I do this closet clean out, because there is no point in me holding on to this top. There's no point.
Yeah.
I wore this top when I was 26 years old. I am about to be 32.
Yeah. I was the same way because I collected like sweatshirts. Like my thing when I was like in my 20s or like late teens, I was collecting sweatshirts everywhere I went. So when I moved here, I had like 50 plus sweatshirts, from like a Spider-Man one to like the colleges I visited. Like there are so many. And I was just like, I can't do this anymore. So I got rid of them. But now I have like a bagajillion t-shirts. Like t-shirts are my thing now. And I'm just like, this can't be the way I live.
But but I think too, because like you just said, this shirt I'm looking at, it's associated to a memory. You know, like,
is it a core memory?
Well, I mean, I don't really talk to Dalton very much. No, nothing happened. He just moved to Nashville with his fiance. I got married, and like we were really, really close in our 20s. We were like all a friend group that went out in Auburn together. But like we grew up, you know, like I don't know. Clothes just have memories associated to them.
Oh, absolutely.
And as women, I think a part of us is like, we don't want to give up the memory. I think I think I nailed it. I think I should be a therapist.
I mean, we pretty much do that at work.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
yeah,
you know. So
I mean, I don't know, but that talk's probably got to go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let some other 26-year-old wear it.
I'm just going to have no clothes. I just know I could just off the top of my head, I know what's going to say and I know what's going to go. And I'm not going to have much left.
Yeah.
Like, my outfits for work, I'd be struggling. Because we used to have 3 jeans days a week in February. And then we went back to 2 jeans days. So I need to have 3 professional days. And the girl don't really like getting professional. I like to be comfortable. Point blank, period.
But why does what we wear dictate how someone perceives our ability to teach?
I have no idea. I mean, I could see if I was wearing hoochie mama shorts and like all my cleave was out or titty tassels or something. But
But we wouldn't do that.
Exactly. I feel like I just don't know. I don't understand it. Clothes don't impact how I teach. I'm gonna teach the same if anything, if I'm in professional clothes, I'm not gonna teach as well because I'm uncomfortable. I'm in something that I cannot like move around, get down on a child level. You know what I mean? Like it's just
I don't understand why I can't wear this and leggings. I'm fully covered. My butt is covered. My hoo-ha is covered. I mean, what does it matter? My hoo-ha is covered. It doesn't matter. And I don't understand why jeans are deemed like Satan's denim. Like what? Who made that rule?
I don't know. We need to talk to him or her.
Yeah.
Or them. Whoever they are. I need to speak to you.
We do.
I got a real big bone to pick with you. A real big bone.
Well, our principal sent out, or whatever she is, whoever sent out an email saying that we could dress casual for ACAP testing, like state testing. And when I tell you my teacher bestie Medley showed up casual, my girl showed up casual.
What was she wearing?
This girl is wearing joggers, socks with Crocs, and a sweatshirt. And like none of it matched. And I was like, she said, "Oh, am I the only one that took her serious?" And I was like, "Well, I'm in jeans. Like, I thought this was She goes, "No, I read casual as this." I was like, "You do you, boo."
Yeah, I mean, 100%. 100%.
Nope.
I mean,
so
she
the
was
next day
it.
I wore my tracksuit.
And like I would love to wear like a sweatpants and a crop.
Yeah.
And not a crop, but a crew neck sweatshirt. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if the gym teacher can wear it, why can't I?
It's ridiculous. Yeah. They're wearing hats, okay? Our PE teachers are wearing hats. But if we as content teachers wear a hat, I'm sorry, why does the rule change? He is sitting in a gym all day in the same building as me.
He is still an educator.
With a roof still over his head. He is still a teacher. But if I wear a hat, it's unprofessional.
I mean, I don't know about a hat. I don't know if a hat is in the dress code, but like, I don't really wear hats like that anyway.
But I like my hats.
Mm-hmm. You do. You do like your trucker hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I kind of I live an hour away from my school. So I almost dare somebody to try to say that what I'm wearing is not appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, well, just send me on home. Because if you send me home, I ain't coming back.
Sure not.
No.
Sure not.
And then that becomes your problem.
It sure do.
Yep. So either you just accept what I am wearing, which is never not professional anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's never, like you said, walking the streets at night, hoochie mama. Like, it's always professional. Now, is it Wolf of Wall Street, CEO, whatever? No, because
I'm also not a CEO or on Wall Street.
Right. Exactly.
Like, get on my nerves. It just really irks me. Really makes me upset.
Well, by the time this episode comes out, I think I'll have 25 days left of school, 26 days.
Our last day is the June 13th.
That makes me sick.
That makes me want to throw up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That sure does. Mm-hmm. Our last day is May 21st.
Wow, that's nice. That's real nice. That's real nice. I'm just chugging along.
Aren't we all?
Yeah,
the little along. Engine that could.
Child, I think I can. I think I can.
Yeah. Yup. Question mark.
Like just every day, I'm just like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
tired. And then people are like, well, why are you going to bed so late? I'm like, that's the only time I have to myself. I mean, granted, I go to the
Mhm.
gym, but like it's to myself, but I'm also like exerting energy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm
Right.
exhausted. And then I get home and I finally have time to myself. And I'm like, I can endlessly scroll. The children are in bed.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And then I look at the clock and it's like 12:30. I'm like, yeah, I should probably go to bed. Let me just do a
Yeah.
couple more. Let me watch a couple more videos. And I look up again and it's 1
I love
o'clock.
it. I love scrolling. I know it's so bad for you, but I love it. Like, I genuinely love my husband. I do. But do I get excited when I get home before him and I know I at least have 30 minutes by myself to just scroll?
Mhm.
Yes, I do. Do I sometimes sit in my car outside of our house before I go in and just scroll? Yes, I do.
I do that like everywhere I go. Like if
Yeah.
I go to the gym and I come back and I don't have the girls, I like some at one day I was outside. Granted, I'm in an apartment. Like
Right.
I was out there for
People
like a good
driving by.
hour. A
Uh-huh.
good hour just and I know people were like, this girl, and for part of it, my car was still on. It was still
Yep.
on, running the gas.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
it's just
Mhm.
my time. It's
I
just
know.
my time to just turn into
Yep.
a couch potato.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Mhm.
I am with you.
Mhm. You got to give an
Great.
update.
I am not beautiful. I am not glowing. I do not
Girl,
like being
enough,
female.
enough. This is what we not finna do here. This is what we not finna do.
Well.
So now, let's see. What'd you say? What was the thing you said? You said, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not. That was 3 things. Now you need to say 3 positive things about yourself right here, right now, because this is what we not gonna do.
But my therapist said that it was okay that I felt that way.
That's fine. It's okay that you felt that way, but also compensated with the things that you do enjoy about yourself right now. 3.
I enjoy lemon waters,
Period.
and I'm a very good lemon water maker.
hmm That's still one thing.
Ashley has had one of my lemon waters.
I have. I do enjoy
She
it.
didn't drink it, but I drank the rest of hers.
Yeah, I did taste it. I did enjoy it. It was very just like, you know? So it just gets you. Like you like, ooh, this is
Yeah.
mm,
It does.
yes. It's a zinger.
Imagine if it had some vodka in there.
You know, I was thinking about putting some tequila in there.
Yeah. See, I got you next time. I got
Yeah.
you. I got my eyebrows done today. I like those.
On fleek.
Yep. Shout out to Tiffany. Yep. And I got my hair done today. Shout out to Raven.
Yes, Raven and Tiff, y'all a bomb.
Yep. So
Period.
there you go. There's 3 things.
Okay, good. Now continue with the update.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the update. We had our anatomy scan. He's good. He's 12 ounces, 8 inches right now.
Okay.
No birth defects showed up on the scan. Everything looks good.
Good.
I told my doctor that I will be asking for Ozempic right when the baby comes out. She thought I was joking. I was
Girl,
not.
what? You have to be on that for the rest of your life.
Well, I'm also PCOS. My insulin's already screwed up, so I actually qualify for it.
True. That's a
See?
true story. That's
Yep.
a true. I did forget that little tidbit of information.
And they already are checking me every doctor's appointment for if I'm anemic or not.
Okay.
Because of all that. So, but yeah.
Okay.
That was a little bit dramatic. I'm not going to get on Ozempic right when the baby pops out, so don't come for me. I just don't I'm not comfortable with the body that I'm in currently.
Mhm,
I know it's temporary, but yeah. So
I feel that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you tell
What's
them?
your life update?
Did you tell our people his name, or are you keeping that on wraps? I can't remember if you told them.
Oh, his name's Preston. No, we're not keeping it on wraps.
Oh, I just don't know if you told them.
Yeah, his name is Preston. I called him Little P the other day, and James immediately said no. James was like, nah, absolutely not.
Oh, see, I was thinking like Little Peanut.
I was thinking like Push and P. Push and pee, you know? Push it on out. That's where I went. His name's Preston P. Push and pee.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to get in some gear to say push and pee, I'm gonna do it.
We should all wear shirts to the hospital that say push and pee.
Yeah, like I will do it.
There you go.
I will do
Also,
it.
just saw a TikTok where they let you have a playlist while you're giving birth. Is this new? Is this a thing?
I didn't get that opportunity because my kids were like, "Hello, hello,
Welcome to the world."
I didn't even have a chance to like pick some songs. It was like, girl, we gotta count. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better make first of all, Kevin Gates gonna be all you're gonna have the most you're gonna have the most eclectic playlist. Bitch, I'm a big gangster. And then it's gonna switch to like Taylor Swift or some shit. Like
I just feel like it sets the tone. Like I feel like I'm gonna be able to know Preston by whatever song he appears with. And I know my son is gonna be Kevin Gates just to make his dad mad.
I feel like 100%. Because I don't think you understand that Kevin Gates has gotten Brooke through a lot of things. Like,
oh yeah.
He is her motivational speaker, okay? Like, and I'm not even kidding with y'all.
He is.
Like,
yeah, he is.
That's her man, and she gonna stick beside him every time.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just saw a woman, and she was like, "Yeah, I set my whole birth playlist to throwbacks, and my baby was born to Lil Wayne Lollipop."
Imagine.
I know. I was like, "This is so cool."
Dang. It makes me want to have a baby now, just so I can have my playlist to see what path I'm choosing for my child. First of all, my child better be born to a Chris Brown song because, honestly, the man is a genius.
And I just think it has to be timed to where when I start pushing, it's push it.
That's gonna be hard though. That's gonna be hard though. That's gonna be a hard transition because you never know. I'm like, damn.
I know. You're right. I gotta start working on that playlist.
You do. Maybe you should make a playlist because you could add contributors.
Everybody
just add a couple baby birthday songs. You know?
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Think it's smart.
Yeah. It's a really good one.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's your life update? And we'll jump into it.
There's really no updates with my life. It's still lifing. Just got back from spring break. Like what? At this point, it's gonna be like 3 weeks. When y'all hear this, did absolutely nothing spring break. I was a vegetative state.
That's awesome.
I did not move from the couch very often. I was sleeping very late. It was wonderful. I loved it. I read, I think over winter break, I read like 3, maybe 4 books in that week. I was,
winter break or spring break?
You know, my brain is just not.
Okay, gotcha.
Ain't never been right since the twins, you know? Just still been a little. But spring break, I think I read like 3 books. I'm currently on the 2nd book in the ACOTAR series. Well, not the ACOTAR series, but yeah. So it's a chef's kiss.
Somebody just recently sent you a DM. Yep. Okay.
I have all those books that I've added to my want to read list because people have been sending suggestions, and thank you because a girl is running through them. Okay, I think we're on book 13 or 14 for the year, and my goal was 15, so we're about to check that off in a little bit.
Hey,
we're just reading and going to the gym and counting down the days till summer break.
That's great.
Yeah.
And also, Skylar's been visiting the Bank of African Americans.
She has.
Yes.
So the girls are learning to read. They're doing a very great job. At this point, just remind me and I'll put the video of her on our Instagram story. But she was with her dad and they were at the Bank of America. And he was like, "Where are we?" She was like, "Bank for of African Americans. We got our own bank, y'all. We made it."
He goes, no, I just think it's a bank for the Americans. She goes, well, I like the African Americans.
Oh, and that was, and then you hear Ari in the background. I like the Bank of America.
Yep.
Yes, girl. Yes, girl.
Yep. Skylar was like, I like the Bank of African Americans. Yep. I like it better. And yeah.
Bank for African Americans. This episode is now sponsored by Bank of African Americans. So.
Yep. And
Kevin Gates.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
So when I tell you I've watched that video at least 5 times, it's because she's just so confident. And he's like, no, I just think it's the Americans. And she said, no, I like the African Americans.
That's my child.
Yeah.
It's my child.
Yeah. Aria's in the back just hyping her up.
You know,
like, that's
like,
my sister.
Yes, African Americans. Yes. Yes. Oh, she's so funny. She cracks me up. She's a funny kid.
How did he know to record? Like, I just feel like...
I don't know if she said it before and maybe he asked her again, but I lost it when I saw that video. I was like...
I died.
Miss Ma'am.
Yeah.
Miss Ma'am.
But she got all the words right.
She sure did. She's an insertion reader. Like, she'll be reading too fast and just add words that she thinks belongs to like spice up the sentences. Girl, read what's on the paper. It don't say it. Like, we were just reading before. I was like, Skylar, we got to be done because now you goofing around. You tired. You jumping all day. I thought we could get through at least one story. We gonna table this for the day and try again tomorrow, baby, because you are saying things that are not there.
She just makes it more entertaining.
Yeah, she adds her own little spice to it.
Yeah.
She's nuts. Go. She's nuts. We love her anyway. But I guess we'll move into our Estudiante Estrella.
Yeah.
And our Estudiante Estrella today is AB_W16.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
AB_W16.
Yes. And her review is titled, My Two Favorite Ladies.
Okay.
Wow. It's crazy that we like people's favorite.
I love that.
I love that for me.
I love that.
You know? Because words of affirmation are my thing. So when I read things like that, I'm like, wow, I'm your favorite. Wow.
Same. Yep.
Out of everybody, us. Wow.
Yep. Y'all should literally see mine and Ashley's text. Like, we don't want to hurt each other's feelings. And so, like, we go around in circles and it's like we defend what we're trying to say. And then we're just like, but, because we know each other's languages, words.
Yeah.
And so, like, I know how she reads a text. I know how I'm going to read a text.
Yeah. And clearly it's a 5-star. You already know what's up. Side note, I tried to get Skylar to do that today. Well, we were at a birthday party and my friend Mia was like, Skylar, go boo, 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 boo. And Skylar was like, boo, 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 boo. Like, she just made her own. I was like, girl, boo, boo, boo. And she was like, boo, boo. It was like when you do it, you'd be like, boo, boo, boo. Yeah. That was her. I was like, we're going to work on it, girl. We're going to work on it.
Okay.
We're going to work on it.
All right.
But AB_W16 says, I absolutely love you ladies and look forward to my Monday morning drives every week. I found y'all while on maternity leave earlier last year and binged in no time. Okay, girl.
Have that, baby.
Yes. Not a teacher myself, but have recommended y'all to all of my friends. Ignore the haters. Y'all banter makes me feel like I'm talking to 2 of my closest friends. Love y'all.
Thank you, girl.
Yes, girl. Yes, girl.
Yes.
Okay. AB_W16. Add that underscore. It's important.
Yep.
It's important.
Underscore.
Mm-hmm. So AB_W16. Thank you so much for your review. This gold star's for you. Bing. Yeah, that's how we do it.
All right, guys, let's get into it. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, sit down. Shut up. The murder is about to begin.
Ahora.
Robbery is one thing, but why do some people feel that they have to take it all the way to murder? What's the point? Take what you need / want, and most people, when they are being robbed, they'll just kind of give it to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't about to fight you. You want my iPhone? Take my iPhone. You want my AirPods? Take my AirPods. You want my Apple Watch? Take my Apple Watch. I am not going to fight you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
I do draw the line on my children, though. Like, I will fight you for my children.
Well, again, yes, I said material things. But yes, children are different.
Yeah, we're definitely scrapping.
Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%. But again, what's the point in taking it further? Like, I don't...
Like, what is killing them gonna... Like, you already got their
really
stuff.
do. Well, that and like, you just kind of added an extra charge to your whole getting caught thing. Like, I don't know. It's just...
And then, like, if you rob somebody, like, 9 times out of 10, if nobody saw you, you know, you had a mask on, you're not really going to be found. But if you murder someone, like, you're more likely to, like, you know... They're more likely to look for you, I feel like, if you murder someone. Like, if you rob someone, like, clearly they're going to try and find you. But it's just like, oh, you know, insurance can cover what you lost, whatever. But if you murder someone, like, 100%, there's going to be a hunt for Hill.
Oh, yeah. You're going to the top of the pile. You're going to the top of the pile. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, robbing someone is going to leave some serious trauma. But, like, when you kill them, you just ruined a life. You took a life and you ruined a life because...
And then you added more trauma onto their families.
Correct. Well, and like you just said, you're going to be caught. I mean, you murdered somebody. You didn't just take their cell phone.
Yes.
And the life you take, remember, belongs to a mother, a father, and could be a brother, a sister, definitely a grandchild. Well, that's what happened to Jordan Cle on October 4th, 2016. Jordan was ripped from the life that he had, a life that was full of potential and hope, all over some cash, material things, and maybe some weed. So let's get into it, shall we?
All right.
Jordan Cle was a junior entering into his senior year at Pioneer High School. He was a student that literally had it all. Such a cute kid. He was biracial. He played varsity football. He was really actually good at football. He won many awards due to his football and academic success. He made great grades, always maintaining a 3.7 GPA.
Okay.
And he was particularly good at math and physics. And he was looking forward to all things that senior year held for the young 17, 18-year-old kid.
Okay, he's a scholar.
And athlete. Okay.
Okay.
You do it, Jordan. Jordan lived with his mom, Karen Klee, in Ann Arbor. Karen worked 2 assisted living caretaker jobs and valued her time with her only child, Jordan. Jordan's father had passed away 4 months after Jordan was born, so his grandfather stepped in as the fatherly figure in his life, teaching him how to ski and ride a bike.
Nice.
Karen Klee gave Jordan her very best and encouraged all of his athletic adventures. Jordan was super sporty and very athletic, basically mastering any sport he even attempted. Prior to his unexpected death, he would tell his mom how excited he was for prom and college readiness, with a plan to attend Michigan University and study engineering as his career. He even wanted to try to walk on and try out for their football team, potentially earning a scholarship, if he could, after graduation. Unfortunately, Jordan would not graduate, would not make the Michigan University football team, would not go to senior prom, and would not be college ready.
Wow.
On October 4th, 2016, around 3 p.m., a maintenance worker on his shift at the Pine Lake Apartments was wandering around outside making his rounds when he found Jordan lying on the floor, not moving. He quickly went over to Jordan and noticed he was not breathing and a pool of blood was surrounding his head. He also could pinpoint one singular gunshot wound in the middle of his forehead. Yep. Jordan was proclaimed dead on the scene even after the maintenance man called any and all emergency services that he could. The police instantly opened a homicide investigation. Everyone in the area and on staff were interrogated, but they all claimed to know nothing. However, they were able to say that they heard a loud sound an hour before the body was discovered that they believed could have been a gunshot. The body was taken for an autopsy, and they were able to identify the body as Jordan Cle. The family was informed and were shocked to hear this news because Jordan was supposed to be at school the day he was killed.
Mm.
He was actually supposed to be in class the day he was killed.
Mm.
His mother and family had never even heard of the apartments where Jordan was found. His mom told police she didn't know anyone who didn't like her son because he had tons of friends and was so nice to everyone. The police assumed, given the area, Jordan may be affiliated with a gang at first, and maybe he had made them mad, but his mom was quick to shut this accusation down. It only took a week before police arrested the 3 boys, Dante, Jamarius, and Del Reno. They were able to narrow down the idea that Dante Wright was the group leader and happened to go to school with Jordan, knowing him as a classmate. The 3 boys approached Jordan Cle in an attempted robbery plan that led to his murder. Now, no source disclosed exactly how or why Jordan was at this apartment building, and I'm not going to drag Jordan's name through the mud. I will leave that up to what you guys think it was, but I will say it was not gang related. So again, his mom was quick to shut down the accusations of that, but she was not saying that he was perfect. You know, obviously something led him to this apartment building for some reason.
Do we know how far the apartment was from the school?
No, but the apartments were only a few miles from his home.
Okay. And what did you disclose what time the
3
worker
o'clock.
in the afternoon?
Yes. Yeah.
And he was in high school.
He was,
High school, get around at like 2 something?
Yeah.
2 something. Right. I'm just trying to lay it out. Like,
right.
Like, do you pass this apart? Like, did he walk to school? Did he take the bus? Like, there was no correlation to like this place and his school, just only that it was a couple blocks away from his home.
From his actual home, yeah.
So I'm wondering.
But both of his mom and his grandfather said they never even heard of these apartment buildings.
So it must have not been in like
a direct
way
route
that would have. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So the 3 boys I mentioned earlier approached Jordan Cle in an attempted robbery plan that led to his murder. The boys were attempting to steal weed. We do know that much, so take that with it what you will. Jordan's clothes, his shoes, and other material items that he possessed at the time.
You was trying to leave him naked in the street?
Yeah. But they wanted to take everything.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they were after mainly the weed, and then it just got like carried away. If you
like
ask my
cocky
opinion.
kid, like, yeah, let me get your shoes too. Like,
yeah,
I imagine it was something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Dante Wright then took it a step further and shot Jordan in the middle of his forehead, killing him instantly. When Jordan's body was discovered at Pine Lakes Village Apartments by the maintenance worker, it sent shockwaves throughout the community, school, and the state. This was due to it being Ann Arbor's first homicide in the year of 2016 since it had began in January. Meaning that this town in Oregon had went from January all the way to October without a single homicide taking place.
That's really nice.
That's great.
That's really nice.
It just really sucks that the one that did take place was a kid.
Yep.
You know, not that anybody deserves to die. Not saying that, but this is really tragic.
Yeah. And a good kid at that. I mean, granted, not like a bad, again, not like, oh, you're a bad person, you decided to stop. But like you had plans, like you are talented and gifted, you know.
Smart, friends, athletic, going to college, had, like you said, a plan. Dante Wright, the ringleader, was really, honestly, a horrific human being, and I'm almost certain that teachers were not surprised he was involved in this tragic case. He had zero empathy, smirked every time he appeared in court, and never apologized for his actions. Dante later admitted that he did intentionally shoot Jordan that day, and he continued saying that he was well aware that the shot to the head would be hard to survive, and that was why he shot them there. He said he wanted to kill Jordan that day, and although there was some shock afterwards, all 3 boys fled the scene together, leaving Jordan to die. When the 3 boys were caught and arrested, it was actually Delrano Gracie who told the truth first, according to his lawyer, which led to the others finally admitting their involvement too. Delrano Gracie's lawyer added that this showed he does have hope for rehabilitation in his future and hoped that the court would recognize that, saying the following, quote, "He has at all times shown remorse for his involvement in these circumstances, and we hope so. I mean, we always say that is the point of the system, is to rehabilitate. Now, more people do not get rehabilitated than they do, but we do occasionally see it. We've covered some cases where they, in fact, have been rehabilitated. So we do hope that Delrano Gracie does come out to be a better human, and I guess we shall see.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, Dante Wright admitted to pulling the trigger and killing Jordan that night, which led to him being charged with armed robbery, conspiracy to commit armed robbery, felony firearm, and second-degree murder. He wasn't even on trial with the other 2 boys because he was looked at as the more severe case of the 3 of them. He also had his own hearings and sentencings, whereas the other 2 boys involved were tried together, shared a lawyer, went to court together, got sentenced together, heard family statements together, all the things. But Dante was separated from those boys.
Yes.
The court system asked Dante if he knew the shot would kill Jordan, and Dante replied nonchalantly that he was well aware that Jordan would not survive. At Dante Wright's trial/sentencing, which he was sentenced to 25 to 52 years because he was the one who pulled the trigger, and he did somehow have 2 other charges removed from the table because of his plea agreement, along with a case getting dropped from 2015. Keep in mind, this happened in 2016. A connection to a 2015 gang-related murder that Dante was involved in.
Wow.
So they took 2 charges off the table because he pled guilty. And they also decided to drop the connection to another murder.
Okay.
Because he wasn't going to go to trial. Like, he decided to plead guilty.
Okay.
And he was sentenced to 25 to 52 years. Jordan's family, including his mother and grandfather, attempted to confront Dante, the killer, in court, saying the following statements. Quote, "I hope that every time you want for a jacket, that you stay cold. I hope that every time you want shoes, there is a hole in yours. I hope every time you want for a meal, you go hungry. And I hope every time you want for a bed, you have a sleepless night. I hope that every time you hope for your mother, she doesn't come and visit." And I just thought that was so powerful to say, like, you took everything from Jordan, and so now this mother hopes you never have that.
That's
and I don't blame her.
Not at all. Not at all. She said everything right to me.
But here's the kicker, and you're a parent, so this is going to get you. And I don't know how she didn't end up going to jail herself that day when she read that statement. While she was reading that statement, the whole time Dante Wright is sitting at the table, cuffed, right? He's sitting there like this, cuffed, smiling and smirking and rolling his eyes and at times laughing at her.
I would have literally choked him. I know that's not very teacherly for me to say, but I would have.
Thank you.
I would have hopped over there and choked him. Like, you think this is funny?
Yeah.
Can you laugh while you choking?
Yeah. I would have gone to jail.
Like, don't, like, granted, I know you've been just like nonchalantly this whole time, like being very honest with your intentions and what you were doing to my son and the knowledge that you had of what you were doing. But I'm trying to tell you, like, that I hate you with every part of my being. And I hope you starve. I hope you go dehydrated. I hope you have holes in the bottom of your shoe and you're laughing.
Yep.
You're laughing? I would have.
Yep.
I would have been viral on TikTok.
Yep. Sure was. This is what he looked like while he was in court. Let me show you real quick. Because this, I like had to stop looking at this video because it just infuriated me. Okay. It's getting there.
Is this how it was
Beep,
when I
boop.
got pulled
Yep.
over the other day and I was trying to pull up my ID card?
Oh, there he is. That's what he's doing the whole time. His mom is speaking.
I would have literally punched him in the face.
Yep.
I would have
Laughing.
literally
Smiling.
punched him in the face.
Uh-huh.
I would have.
Yeah. Mhm.
I would have punched him in the face. And I hope everybody would look the other way when I did so, because that was well-deserved.
I'm really glad you said that, because the lack of remorse that Dante actually showed, it would have set either one of us clearly over the edge,
Yeah.
and we would have probably lunged for him. But the judge noticed clearly,
Mm-hmm.
and the judge addressed this behavior and almost revoked the sentence, because then he said, I wonder if this sentence is too nice and we should just consider a harsher punishment for someone like you. The judge said, quote, watching you sit there, smile, laugh, and shake your head like this was no big deal, I am very tempted to just say, I'm not going to accept this sentencing agreement and we'll just go to trial. And if you're convicted of felony murder at trial, you'll go to prison for the rest of your life. That means, sir, you'll die there. That's what I'm tempted to do with these actions.
Dang, I wish he would have done that.
Right?
I wish he would have done that. I wish he would have done that.
Because the judge does not have to accept your plea agreement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like, you think
that's
things
their
are
right.
sweet. Yeah. Yeah. Child, I bet you that would have wiped that right off his face.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are never getting out of here.
So they had an intermission when the judge said that, because the judge then told the family, however, this was not my loss. This is your loss. We're gonna what's it called?
Intermission?
Yeah, we're gonna take an intermission.
Reconvene.
We're gonna reconvene, and the family got to decide if they go to trial or not. So he was like, look, like, if it was me, I don't want to accept a sentencing agreement. I would send you to trial, but obviously I want the family to have a say-so.
Yes.
So they had their intermission, and the family went out and they came back in. And Karen Cle, Jordan's mother, and his grandfather decided that they would not go to trial because they said they just did not want to drag this on.
100%.
And they didn't want to have to relive this tragedy for the next 2-3 years, because we know how the court system can be. So they were like, look, we don't want to put ourselves through that.
Yeah. That was very big of them, because I feel like in the moment, like, he would have been like, we're going to come back together and y'all going to think, no, send them. We're going to trial. Like, instinctually, like, my anger, even though I know that I'm going to have to hear about this for as long as we're going through this trial, like, I would have impulsively been like, nope, I don't need to reconvene. Send them. We're going to court. See you later. BITCH. See you in court. And that would have been it for me.
Yeah.
Because
I think I would have been rash like that too.
Yeah. And then I would have thought about it and been like,
somebody mock you.
And like my therapist told me, I don't take disrespect very well. I do not handle disrespect well. So that would have been your fate, sir.
Oh yeah.
So you're lucky
tenfold.
They were the parents and not me, because you would have been in jail for the rest of your life. Thank you.
Now, his lawyer did issue an apology later on the behalf of his client, which
I don't believe that. Why couldn't he do it himself?
Exactly. Saying that his client suffered emotional issues and that some people display fear by smiling.
Here's the thing.
That was the excuse.
Here's the thing. My daughter does this. My littles. She does this. When I be yelling at her, she'd be like, like, it's just who she is. And it enrages me.
Yes.
It enrages me. But
I could see that.
She's always been that. You know what I mean? This has been her. This is the first time we're hearing about his emotional issues.
Where's the documentation?
So I don't believe that. You seem pretty much like you live this dickhead lifestyle. You seem like this is who you are.
You're in the streets. You're connected to this other gang-related murder. Clearly, it's not your first
Mhm.
rodeo, so you're not about
Mhm.
to get me with that.
Yeah.
You're not.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to believe that. And it would have meant much more. And I feel like what happened behind the scenes is like the lawyer was like, all right, so to make this look good on you, you need to issue this apology. And I feel like he was like, nah, I'm not going to do it.
No, you can do it for me.
I feel like that's how he went into it because he genuinely does not care about what
No.
he's done. So to
No.
try and make it look a little better, the lawyer came out and revealed this. But honestly, that makes me look at you. I would have almost like rathered you not said anything.
Yeah.
Because if it's
Well, he
not
did
coming
say
from his
something.
mouth, then I don't want to talk to you.
Well, he did address the court, and he said the following statement, and this is all he said. He turned around and he looked at his mom and he said, I just want to tell y'all that I'll be home soon. I love my family. And that's it.
You'll be home soon
No.
when you gonna break out of jail.
Sir,
You breaking out.
Yeah.
And then it would have been there that he said that I would have been, if I was the judge, I would have been like, I know y'all don't want to drag this out. I'm gonna see you in court, sir. Because you got some nerve. You got some nerve.
Yep.
I'm gonna see you soon. I love my family. Shut up.
Yeah. Well, you clearly don't love your family because if you truly loved your mama, you would not have done her like this. You just
that part.
You wouldn't. Yeah.
That part.
Yeah. So let's move on to the other two boys. Jamarius Ellison was charged with armed robbery, conspiracy to commit armed robbery, and second-degree murder as well. Delreno Gracie was charged with the same thing as Ellison, and both boys appeared at all appearances together, as I mentioned earlier. Gracie at the hearing was honest and also addressed his family in court, saying the following. First, I would like to apologize to my family, especially my mother. She wanted me to do better, but I continued to make the same mistakes that she wished I had never made. To the victim and his family, I apologize as well. Now, Gracie wasn't the only one to speak out in court. Ellison also spoke out, but he only addressed his family and never acknowledged the Klee family or Jordan or what he did. He said, first and foremost, I want to apologize to my family. I know I let you all down. I truly do apologize. I really feel like most of it was all my fault because I am the oldest. I should have been the leader. I hope that one day you can forgive me, actually forgive us all. But never addressed Karen Klee or the grandfather or the actions that he took part in.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Now, Jamarius Ellison was 19 years old. Delreno Gracie was 18 years old. And Dante Wright was 17 years old. And Ellison and Gracie were sentenced to 15 to 40 years after pleading guilty to killing Jordan Cle on October 4th, 2016. There was no trial. They all ended up actually just doing plea agreements. They were separated from Dante. And Karen Klee also read statements at Jamarius's and Delreno's sentencing.
Yes.
It was a very similar statement that she read at Dante's. However, she had their sentencing first before she ever addressed Dante. And she became too emotional and had to have an official prosecutor's office person read the statement as she stood there with tears running down her face. One thing she said at their sentencing was, quote, Jordan no longer has a future. I lost my only son, my baby, my friend. More than that, I lost laughter and love. She even added, quote, while you can still hope to be released someday, I'll never escape my hell. You are still alive. Jordan no longer has a future. Jordan Cle is now buried next to his father, who he grew up visiting with his mother. His football team honored him at their game by carrying his jersey all the way to the bench, and students participated in a balloon release in his honor and memory. A GoFundMe was put into place for Karen and the Cle family for funeral expenses and other living expenses. As we know, Karen did work 2 jobs. She was a single mother.
Yes.
She did lose her husband, who was Jordan's father. So we can only imagine what she's going through financially.
Yeah, absolutely.
Karen said the following about her community. She said, it's amazing that a lot of people have reached out. You hear about this kind of stuff in the news all the time, but you never think it would hit so close to home. And that is the case of Jordan Cle.
Wow.
Mhm.
Shame.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I agree.
Dante?
I think the only one I have hope for is Delreno Gracie.
Yes, because the other two, y'all are.
Yeah.
I don't. Dante especially. Like,
Oh, yeah. Nope. Yeah.
That's a bad seed
I don't.
right there.
I don't think he can be rehabilitated.
No.
Especially like you're entering prison because you were sentenced as an adult, right?
Yeah.
You're entering prison already affiliated in a gang. Like we know that.
Yeah.
You already have connections to this one murder. Now you have a guilty plea to the second murder. Do we really think you're going to go in there and just serve your bare minimum and get out?
And you have this mindset.
Yeah.
Of like, yeah, I did it at 17.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
At 17.
Uh-huh.
About to go to a grown man prison.
Yep.
At 17.
Laugh at one of them grown men. See how that works out for you. Yeah.
Because I know I of our listeners recommended the new show on Netflix about I can't remember what it's called, Unlocked, the jail experiment, whatever it's called. I started watching it, and it really is quite interesting because the older men in the jail want to be like the mentors for the younger kids, but the younger kids are like, man, they just stuck in their ways, the old men, and the young ones, the young millennials, they don't want to do things the way they do things, and da da da. It's like, listen to them. They trying to help you.
Exactly. There's something to be said about generational wisdom. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're in jail or not. Like, these men know something.
Like, if I would have listened to half the things my parents told me when I was younger, I would be in a completely different situation right now. Completely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Like,
yeah. Yeah.
They know what they talk about. We are just too immature or too stuck in our ways or think, oh, they don't know what they talking about to really listen to what they saying. Like, and it's crazy because I do it with Skylar and Aria because they're like, Mommy, I want to be a grown up. I want to da-da-da. I'm like, but you don't.
No.
I don't want to be a grown up.
Yeah.
I want to be you.
Take me back.
I want someone to drive me around. I want somebody to pay for my food. I want to just go to school and come home. I don't want to pay bills. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to clean this house. I don't want to go grocery shopping. I don't want responsibilities. I do not like them. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam I am. Because
I agree. I agree. Well, they also, younger kids also, because their brain is not developed, they think it cannot ever happen to them. You know what I mean? And like, back to the show or whatever it may be, they think, well, that won't happen to me. Well, it might. Why not hear it out from somebody that it did happen to?
Because they're trying to make you avoid.
Yeah.
They're trying to not let you experience it because they have, and they're trying to give you that wisdom. But it's just, it's crazy to see. It's crazy to see that dynamic in like a jail that like, even in jail, like y'all are all locked up. Like some of y'all did some, and it's a pretty hefty unit. Like there's murder in there, robbery, like, it's a lot. Like y'all are all in there because you chose to make a wrong move.
Yeah.
And then you think you better than somebody? Y'all are all in jail.
It's crazy. It's wild. Like, I don't know where these boys were sent or sentenced. I don't know where they're being housed. I do know this took place in Oregon. But I don't know if they were sentenced locally or not. But, I can only hope that Delreno is getting rehabilitated.
Yeah.
If I have hope for any of them, it would be him. Dante, not so much.
Not so much.
Yeah.
And I think if he saw this, he'd probably be laughing and grinning, just like he was
Oh
in
yeah,
court.
100%.
So
but that's an emotional issue. So.
yeah, I don't. The lie
Yeah.
detector determined that was a lie. So
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Wow. Well, thanks.
You
for
got to
bringing
go.
some.
Stretch your old lady knees.
Yes. I don't know if I told you guys, but I have arthritis in my knees. So I have to stretch 3 times a day.
We love that.
To keep the arthritis at bay.
Yeah.
I'm probably getting 1 to 2 stretches per day because that's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot.
Because it's not just 1, 2, 3.
It's really not. It's like when I go through the whole process, it's probably like 15, 20 minutes. But like, if you really think about it as someone who's on the go and busy 99.9% of the time, 20 minutes is like the equivalent of 3 hours to me.
Right. But it's like if you have to do it 3 times a day, that's an hour of your day.
Yes. And I can't. So I'm going to stretch them. I got my ice pack specifically for my knees. I'm going to wrap around these fat knees and just ice them so I can't feel them because I will be at CrossFit tomorrow at 9:15.
Look at you. Our CrossFit isn't open on Sundays.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a running day. It seems pretty easy. I think it's 10 minutes. We're doing like a 400-meter jog. Then we're doing like a plate from like something like
shoulder
a plate.
To overhead.
I think so. That, and then we're doing like 15 push-ups and we're continuing that cycle, I think, for like, I think it's 10 minutes or something. So.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to go to church in the morning.
Yes. Praise him.
Yeah.
Praise
him.
But
that's all we have on our agenda.
Okay.
So.
Well, enjoy your Sunday, girl.
Thanks.
Yeah. And as always, the bell don't dismiss you.
We do.
So we will see you when we see you.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
And bye.